one addiction. Somebody here got an addiction of sex. Somebody here got an addiction of lying. Somebody here got an addiction of sowing discord. Somebody here got an addiction of never agreeing with anybody. Somebody here got an addiction. Oh my God. But I want you to understand something. I got somebody here who can break the strongholds in your life. But baby, you got to get his attention right quick. I tell you to stand where you are and say, Lord, it's me standing in the need of prayer. Not my mother and not my daddy, but I'm standing here because I want to get it right. I want to be changed. I want to walk up. I want to have a new talk. I want to have a new walk. I want to be able to hold my hands up, not be ashamed. I want to be able to walk to the altar and be able to look you in the face, God, and say, Lord, here am I. Use me as you please. But God, I'm too slain. I'm too. Y'all say you're gonna rush me. I'm too. The devil he keep reminding me of my past. He keep putting me in a private prison. But I wish somebody would reach in their spiritual pocket and take your spiritual key out and stick it in the hole of captivity and turn that thing towards God. Oh my God, am I talking to somebody here? Baby, if you want to release from your life, the power is on the inside of you. Hebrews being a unique book because they can't figure out Brother Otis who actually wrote it. It says it has a taste of the Pauline scriptures. It says, but Paul being such a creative writer, being the expert he was, that maybe he curved some things so that you wouldn't get tired of him talking. Somebody said maybe it was Priscilla and Aquila telling how they saw that the world changed from the Jewish religion to the Christian religion. And then somebody said, Brother Sanders, that it was Apollos. You remember Apollos, that they were asking who was the greatest, and Paul came back and said that Apollo, he plants and I water, but watch this here, God gives the increase. He said, but we don't know who wrote it, but we do understand this here. They said this here, there comes a time you got to grow up. You ain't gonna shout at me now. You've been in church 40 years and you still won't wave your hand. You've been raising hell in the choir 10 years. Oh my God. And you still won't pay not now tithe. I know that's the correct English, but not now tithe. It comes a time when he says, you're going to have to take Jesus Christ off of the cross. You got to take him off the cross in your life. He's already been crucified. Can I walk you through this thing just for a second here? Watch this here, verse in chapter 6, verse 1. He says, therefore, leaving the principles of perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works. He says, in order to come a time, LaQuisha, when you finally get it. Thank you, Coach. It ought to be a time when the light bulb finally comes on in your head, that every time you touch and try to do things, it tends to crumble and fall. It ought to come a time when you say, Lord, here it Jesus, you take it. You can do more with it than I can. Am I preaching to us in preach like man? You need to understand something here. There comes a time when I know I got the knack of fouling things up. There comes a time when I know that if I keep on messing with it, it may do good for a while. But as soon as my old man starts to tinker with it, it starts to crumble and fall. There comes a time I got to get out of the boat and walk on water. You keep laying the same foundation, you won't get out of the boat. Oh my God, you remember the disciples in the boat and Jesus came walking on the water and they said like a ghost, and Jesus said, no, it's me. Isn't it funny? Gwen, yesterday couldn't recognize the one who had fed with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. They couldn't recognize the one who had turned water into wine. They couldn't recognize the one who healed the withered man's head. They couldn't recognize the one who healed Jairus' daughter. They couldn't recognize the one who had healed the woman with the issue of blood. How can you not recognize somebody you saw do all of this? But watch what Peter said. Peter said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come out to you. I'm tired of the foundation in the boat. I need to get out on some water so I can keep rolling in my life. You missed that. I just delivered you. You missed that. Oh, let me help you. You don't want to go because the crowd ain't going. Oh my God, let me help you. It was a crowd that killed Jesus.